Yeah, so check this out. I got these. They're 179 bucks from Warfield and Grand, and they're called the trench boot. And I was looking for something that looked a little bit like an Indy boot and something that was kind of sleek. And I think I found it on this sucker, man. I'll tell you, for 179 bucks, let me just get them both out. Comes with like a nice little bag, you know, shoe bag. They're wrapped pretty good. The box itself, kind of liked it. It had like this, almost like when you pull a cover off, it almost had this like vacuum effect, you know. It's like, it's pretty good. I don't know if that means quality or not, but it's something, right? I've seen a heck of a lot worse boxes. And for 179 bucks, it looks okay. These look okay. I want to talk about them real quick. I'm looking at the stitching on these, and they look darn good. Shockingly good. And I was really attracted to the color. It's like this, I don't know, this waxy kind of tan look to them. And they have the natural leather outsole right here, and the heel stacks. It's got a little bit of a grit to it. I don't know if you can see that. Like, they sanded it kind of funny, and they almost put this, like, it almost looks like a cinnamon look of, I don't know, like natural color they put into it to kind of match the leather. And I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. So if you go around the boot, you know, it's pretty darn clean all the way through. Happy with that. On the back, they give you this useless little like, I don't know, assist tab. Not a fan of that. I'm going to keep it though, because it's not going to get in the way of anything, which I like. And if you look right here, I didn't know how I felt about that. I thought it looked a little silly at first, but it's brass, and it's like an antique brass. If you look, I mean, if you've ever seen a bullet, kind of looks like that. It's got like that, I don't know, on the bottom of a bullet, like the base of a bullet. Someone else that's like an expert on bullets can tell me what that is, but that's what that's supposed to be. And I like that. It looks kind of good. And the other boot, same thing, looks really good. And I like the laces. They like this waxy look to them. If you can get a good look at that, I like it. And they look kind of classy. It looks kind of sleek. I'm going for like a more of a dress look here with these. And I think these are definitely going to pull it off. Because the toe box is kind of got a little bit of that almond shape in there. So it's going to look pretty decent. Let me get rid of some of this stuff here. And then I just want to talk about the fit and the feel. I am a 12 wide or a 13 wide. I'm kind of in this strange little zone in my life right now where that's what I'm at. And my feet feel a little bit tight in the 12 wide. And there's a little bit room in a 13 wide. So I ordered these in the 13 wide just because of the stuff that I was reading online about them on Reddit and stuff, that they can run a little tight. And I gotta say, they felt great, man. I slipped these things on last night when I got home. Just got them yesterday, and what a nice fit. I was pretty happy with them. Felt really comfortable. So I'm happy with that. And I just want to kind of open them up and just show you the inside of these, because these look a little weird to me. I'm not used to this. They put almost like an athletic insole, and it's got this foamy look to it and feel. And let me pull these out here. Like I've only tried on this boot. I didn't even try this one on. Let's take a look in there. So the full grain leather on the outside, and it's got this nice wax to it. The inside is called calf leather, and it's, I gotta say, you know, a lot of reviews are saying this is not a real thick leather, and it's not. It's definitely not like my Truman's. It's definitely not like thick like this. This is probably, Truman's probably a good 2.4 thick, maybe 2.3, I'm not sure. But I'll tell you what, this is a $410 boot, and I am really not thrilled with this. See this crease right here? This crease happened instantly on these. Instant. And I'll never get rid of it. And I don't really care about creases, but this is deep. Like if I'm an ant and I'm walking across this crevice or crease or whatever you want to call it, I'm falling to my death in there. That's deep. It touches my toes. I don't really love it. Otherwise, I love the boots. So just this thing, unless it creases here, and I hope it does because it'll match that, I'm not thrilled. I mean, it's $410. So I could care less how the hell these things are going to look eventually. But this has got a nice stiff feel to it. But inside here, if you take a look, the leather is a little on the thin side, but I'm talking like Thursday boot thickness, maybe a little bit thicker than Thursday, it feels to me. So it's not like, Truman's. It's not like, Red Wing or like even an Urban Wolf Club, which I'm in love with these boots. I love these things. I just ordered another pair of these. But I would say they're on par with Thursday, probably maybe a little bit above Thursdays. Okay, so that's my opinion if you're curious about that. And the speed hooks, I got 2 speed hooks. It's nice. I like the hardware on the back because it's not going to scratch the tongue to death like an Iron Ranger would. You know what I mean? If you own Iron Rangers, you know what I'm talking about. But if you look inside here, this is where it's a little strange to me. Okay. They give you this camouflage kind of athletic sole or insert, inner sole. And it's got like this little piece right here, which I like. It's got a nice kind of arch support right there. I know this flashlight's awful. Let me get this thing out of there. And then you can't see it at all. But underneath that, I believe there is a small heel piece of leather. I forget what they call that. It's like right here. And it's like it's a leather insole underneath this. But it's not like a leather footbed. It's not like that quality. I mean, this is a $179 boot. And I got to tell you, too, I'm like trying to peel this. It's sticky. It's stuck in there. So I don't want to force it because it's brand new. But I'd love to pull that thing out and take a good look at the bottom of it and see what it really looks like in there. And I think it's going to look pretty good for the price point. All right, so back to the boot. Back to the outside of it. They give you this like different color leather here. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think it fits on this boot, and it matches the laces too, so it looks pretty good. The eyelets are brass, and they look good. If I had to choose, I'd probably go black, but I'll tell you what, they actually do match the leather on this, so I think I'm fine with that. But the feel of it is stiff, and I like that, and I'm sure it'll soften up. And if I look on the bottom, it's leather, and they put a partial lug pattern on there, and they shave it away. I forget what they call this, but they shave it so you can't really see it if you're standing there, which is nice. I think that's a nice little, I don't know, I kind of like that. Reviews online say the rub is really hard and it feels slippery. It does feel a little hard. It doesn't feel plasticky though. I don't get a plasticky feeling to it. It's got good thickness in the back. I think this is going to work out really good for me for traction. And once again, it's got that kind of grainy look to it, if you look closely on that. Now, this is Blake stitch construction, which is what you're going to find on like a dress shoe or some dress boots. It's not a true Goodyear welted boot. And I want to just take a close look at that welt because it looks really clean, and I'm looking at the stitching, and you probably can't see it because it's very tight stitching all the way around it. So I don't know what they do with that. It's just I imagine it's just a fake stitch into this leather outsole. If you look at that, there's like a little leather outsole. So instead of going, into like a midsole and wrapping around into an upper, like a 360-degree Goodyear welt would do, this is just more for looks, and it looks really good, but it is, I'm sure, cemented heavily on there and stitched into this leather outsole. And then what is actually in this boot, that I don't know. I don't know if it's cork. I don't know if it's foam. I can't picture it being leather, like the Ultimate Bargain on YouTube nowadays, which is the Urban Wolf Club, where they actually do, leather insole. They give you a leather midsole. They give you, they give you the cork. They put a lot of stuff into that for the price point. This is probably not the same quality, but it feels pretty darn good for the price point. And then if you look in the back here on this, this back stay, the heel counter feels stiff. I'm sure it's Celastic, but I like the fact that it's got a little bit of a feel to it. I don't like super squishy heel counters. I prefer some substance. And up front, I can feel A little bit of a toe stiffener right there. So that's probably a little bit of a Celastic as well, which is totally fine with me, especially at this price point. I mean, I paid $410 for these, and this isn't even a true toe cap. So I was a little bit ticked off about that, to think that this thing's creasing like hell right here, where they actually do have two pieces of leather where they kind of meet together. And then this is just one piece, and it just went creviced all the way. Yeah, so Warfield and Grand, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the initial impressions, just unboxing them, putting them on my feet. And I'm gonna wear these things. I mean, all the boots that I have on this table right now, and I probably get about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of boots on here that are more casual. I'm definitely gonna wear these. I'm gonna work them. I'm gonna do 10,000 steps a day, 12,000 steps a day. And some of it's going to be in industrial settings for sure. Like today I found myself like on a, walking on a floor. It was a construction site, and there was quite a bit of, a lot of stone dust, a lot of, a lot of materials, a lot of cement, concrete around, and a little bit messy, dirty. I was outside on a job site too. So I got, they're going to get used. And then I'm going to follow up. But I tell you what, for $179, man, they look like they look like an Indy boot almost, and there's a couple other brands that do it, but I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait months and then get the wrong size and pay twice as much either. So I was kind of happy with these. But thanks for watching. Bye.